What is going on, everyone? At Blaze FM here, and welcome back to another episode of Battling with Bromley. Now, since last time against Welling, we've been pretty good. We beat Eastleigh 3-0. Fantastic result. We played well, dominating possession as we've been doing recently. Then we got a disappointing 2-1 loss to Ebbsfleet Town. I said disappointing because I feel like every single game we lose this season, we have been FM'd. Like, I'm not just saying that. We had 59% possession, 12 shots, 5 on target, and we just couldn't stick any of them away. One big thing that came out of this game was Emmanuel got picked up an injury. He's going to be out for 6 to 7 weeks, which is really, really detrimental to us. He's been playing fantastically this season. And again, we had a chance where I brought Lippman on, and he hit the bar where I know for a fact Emmanuel would have scored, which is just a bit disappointing, to be honest. But then after that game, we bounced straight back, and we beat Chester 4-2, a game where we again dominated the possession, dominated the shots. It was a very good game. We started well. I mean, Chester were 2-1 up, but we battled back and we ended up winning, coming out 4-2 winners. And then since then, we have been drawn against York City in the first round of the FA Cup. Now, I fancy our chances in this game. If you look at the league table for League 2, because you can see there, York are sitting 23rd and have only won twice all season. So, on the form tables, we go in as favourites. And I do feel like we could do a number on them. Today, we are away from home. This is a team that we're going to play today. Due to that injury to Emmanuel, we are going to bring in a 4-8 up front. We do have Lippman on the bench, but he hasn't scored recently. He did get an assist in the last game, but he hasn't scored recently, so he's going to drop to the bench. Before he's going to come in, he scored 7 in 3 appearances. He's scored off the bench, which is exactly what we need. Hopefully he can do that in the first team. Pearson's going to start ahead of Corley, because Corley just cannot stay on the pitch. He's been sent off twice already this season, and we are only in November. First of all, let's just have a quick look at the league table before we do it into this game. We are sitting 6th, right where we want to be, just outside the playoffs. If we do win, go on a streak of games, we could be top of the league. Exactly what we want, exactly what we need to move this save forwards. Let's get on into this York game. York are the favourites. I would actually disagree that York are the favourites. I feel like it's a very even game. I wouldn't label anyone as favourites for today. I really do fancy our chances against this poor York side. Yes, they are a league team. Yes, they probably do have better players than us, but we are in form. They are not in form, and I feel like we can actually do something against them today. I feel like we do need to develop an away tactic. We're playing the same tactic away from home and at home, and I do feel like at some point the AI are going to cotton on to what we're doing and are going to start to stop us. But until then, we're going to stick with the system that we're doing away from home and at home, and it's been working very well for us so far in the league. Bit of a drag match here. It's a gashed head. It can stay on. It's only a gashed head. But if he does pick up an injury, that is not going to be very good to our league campaign. He's been fantastic for us so far this season. Hopefully it's not a long one. So if Penny passes it to Platt, but Bywater's going to get in there. Looking forward for Carr. There's a lovely ball there through for a 4. It's on, but the defender's controlled it, but he's not done anything with it. And a fantastic save there from Kujak. Kujak? Thomas? No, it's not Kujak. What's he called? Krasic. Summerfield through for Hunter. That's going to be 1-0. 1-0 York. Ashley Hunter there, scoring the goal to put York 1-0 whilst I was distracted looking at what the goalkeeper was called. Oh, I forgot to put on goal action. Let me do that now. Okay, so we go in there. We're going at half time. We are behind. Carr is going to come off because of that injury. We're going to get Lippman on up front. So we're playing our second choice strikers, which is they've only made 2 key passes. How many key passes have we? We haven't made any, but they've only made 2 key passes. Oh wait, no, that's because we're looking at 45 minutes. That was from the last game. There we go. That's better. Let's see what we can look at to close them down. Number 11 is going to get picked up. Number 44 is going to get picked up as well, and possibly number 8. We're going to look at 11 and 44 mainly. 11 here is playing on the wing, so we're not going to mark him because we don't want him to be able to turn and beat his man. But we're going to close down number 44 and number 8 just to stop him from doing anything in the second half. Hopefully we can get back into it. Oh, I do fancy our chances, like I've said today. If we can get a goal in the second half, we could potentially get a replay back at Hay Lane. If we do get a replay at Hay Lane, I feel like we definitely will come out victorious. But we do need a goal, so we're going to bring on Minsel there in the centre of the park. We're going to play him. And he can stick as a central midfielder. I'll move James Waite back to a central midfielder because that's his more natural position. Fanimo's not had a good game, so we're going to get him off and get the other guy, Mead. James Mead is going to come on. So Summerfield back to Karasic. Going to hit this long. He is. But Swain's underneath it. Dixon picks the ball up in the middle of the park, passes it back to Penn. Penn forward for Platt. That's going to be 2-0. Oh, he's offside. We are still in this game. We're going to move off counter. We're going to go to attacking because we've not really done anything so far in this game. If we do lose here, not too bad on us. I mean, it would be disappointing to be out, but it's a league side. What can we do about losing to a league side when we have to remember here we are still semi-professional, so we're not supposed to be beating sides like this. But Pearson kicks it out, passes it to Mead. Mead looking forward for a Forey. He's not going to find him. Low intercepts. Low back to his goalkeeper. His goalkeeper's going to look forward with the ball. Dixon, but Swain's going to win it. He's going to pass it forward for Summerfield. Long ball forward for Dixon. Dixon to Hunter, and Hunter's going to hit the bar there, and Ramsey's going to clear. And Swain hits it long. If in doubt, get it out. And that's what I was always told as a kid. But Kursic's going to hit it here for Hunter, and that is going to be it. It's going to be 1-0 to York City. The result, it's going to be Dixon hit the bar there. Could have been 2, but 1-0. It's a result that I'm fairly disappointed with, but it's a league side. There's nothing we can do about that. And we are going to play a second game in today's episode because I feel like we've not been concentrating on the league that much. We will be playing Bristol Rovers away from home in the second episode of this game. Second game of this episode. I'll meet you back then. Talk to you in a bit. Hello everyone, welcome back to the second game of today's episode. We're going to be playing Bristol Rovers away from home. Same team as last time. No messing around. Let's get straight into it today. Looking for a better performance against than we played against York City, but Bristol Rovers are a good side in this division. So I'm not really sure how it's going to go. Let me just go out there and impress everyone. There we go. That's what we need to tell the lads. We've had a couple of bids come in for James Parmenter. He's actually on a non-contract. He's been going on throughout the season. So he could be leaving us imminently, and if he does leave us, we are going to need to look for a bit of cover in the centre back position. I've noticed recently that we don't actually have cover in the right back position, so I'm going to look to strengthen. There's Carburst forward here, and he's hit the bar. Something he should really have been slotting away there. But we're going to get White on the corner here. He's going to whip it in, and Kearns is going to clear it, but Bywater is going to be there. Bywater back to Ramsey. Ramsey, can he look forward with the ball? Don't lose it. He didn't lose it. That's good. And we're just going to flip to a highlight with Clements. He's going to pick up the ball. I thought he probably should have been coming back for that, but he didn't want to move. We've got Clements back to Lockyer. Lockyer back over to Mellor. Lawrence in the middle. Lawrence to Mellor. Mellor looking for Kearns, and great save there from Gerling. He's been crucial for us this season. Thompson with the clearance there, and Kearns is going to pick it up in the middle of the park. Hopefully that's going to be the end of the highlight, but it's not. Clements. Pearson intercepts. Lovely fight there from the lads. It's exactly what we like to see. Akita over to Forey. Don't lose the ball. Forey back for Pearson. That's alright. But Pearson doesn't pick out a pass, and Harrison can break here. Passes it forward for Kearns. Ball bounced around there, and we came out with the ball, but they're going to get it back to their keeper. They've got a team in there. That's not fair. Can't have they're playing with 22 men here. It's not fair. Lawrison, long ball forward for Harrison. Harrison's going to hit the side netting. Probably should have done that better. That's a chance piece. Now Rivers has managed to stick it away. Going to have a quick look at the Prozone stats because this is a game that we do need to win today. Anybody there doing anything special? Not particularly. Number 7's made a few, and number 9 has made a few key passes, so perhaps going to take a look at them. Number 7 is Liam. Is that Liam Lawrence? He's a player I've had in many a Football Manager save before. He's a very, very good player. No surprise he's performing well today. He used to play for Ipswich Town, didn't he not, Liam Lawrence? I feel like I remember using him in one of my FIFA Championship sides back in the day. So Galen's going to pass it to Pearson. Pearson to Swain. Swain back to Galing. Galen's going to burst forward here. Kearns to Thompson. Thompson to Pearson. Thompson looking forward for Carr. He's going to find him. Can Carr go around his man? He's gone around him. Can he slot this in? Ooh, that would have been goal of the season if it did go in. So we have a very even game here. We're yet to muster a shot on target, which is a bit disappointing. But we are playing well. You can tell them to keep going. They can come away with the win. So we're going to look at the pro zone again. Going to move it forward to when we last had a look to see if any of the changes have made an impact. And they're playing it out of the back a lot. So we're going to look to shut that down, force them to play more long ball forwards. Hopefully we can intercept it in the air. Did we do a team talk? I feel like we didn't do a team talk. Oh well. Let's get on into this second half. Clark bursting forward, but Finimo's going to cut it out. That's why I do like to get some defensive players on the left and right hand side, just so they can come back and make a more of a defensive effort. I mean, it does leave you a bit lacking in the attack, but if they can burst forward as well, that's perfect balance for me. But Clark's going to pass it to Clements. Clements from Mosley. Mosley back to Lawrence. Don't let him shoot. Mosley. That's 1-0. He's a known goal, I believe. No. Danny Kearns has scored. That's 1-0 to Bristol Rovers. Disappointing to say the least, but you could argue that we've only managed to muster one shot on target. It's been an even game, but they've managed to break the deadlock with that 1-0 win. Lawrence here with a lovely ball to Mosley. Spots his man in the middle, and he's not going to miss from there. That's 1-0. Disappointing start. Akito's going to pick it up on this left hand side. Can you look forwards to Galing? Going back to Akito. Akito to Finimo. Finimo back to Thompson. Thompson to White. White through to Bywater. Long ball forward for Carr. Can he find him? And that's 1-2, 1-1. 1-1. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. 1-1. We are back in this game. Carr here, lovely desire to get onto the end of that. And defensive mix-up. Keeper should be claiming that anyway. But that is 1-0. I'm not going to complain about that. The less said about that defending, the better. It was atrocious. Okay, we're going to look to make some substitutions. Afori's Littman has vowed to end his goal draft, and I am determined to let him end it. So we're going to bring him on. Possibly a strange choice. We're just going to let him do it. We're going to bring Minsel on as a... Yeah, he can play as box-box. Play him as a box-box midfielder. Bywater's not had the greatest game. We could bring on Mead. We're going to leave Bywater out there for the time being. Ramsey to White. White to Bywater. Bywater to Ramsey. Ramsey, long ball in for Littman, and he's scored. He's ended that goal drought. Fantastic management. 2-1 Bromley, away from home at Bristol City, propels us up into 5th in the league. If we can hold on to this, this could be the turning point of our season. Ramsey, lovely ball, and Littman, looking like he's been scoring 10 goals a season. Awkward finish, but it's the fact of the matter is it ends up in the back of the net, and that is 2-1 Bromley. We are playing some scintillating stuff at the moment. Littman with the corner. Interesting corner. Clark's going to clear it, but Ramsey should be able to get across here. He does. Oh, that's a dangerous pass. Number 10 was on his toes there. He could have been through. So Minsel's going to put it to Littman. Littman bursting forwards with constant Carr. Oh, he's at the bar. Oh, if Bristol Rovers get back into this game, Carr could have stuck that one away to make the game safe. But Littman's going to whip the corner in here. Minsel's going to pick it up on the edge of the box. Back to Pearson. Pearson's sure not going to shoot. He did. But Bywater's going to pass it to Kearns. Great, but maybe I should have taken Bywater off. Akita is going to chase Kearns, and he does intercept it. Finimo's going to break forward, but Lockie is there to intercept it. Back to Lines. Lines to Mellor. Mellor back to Lines to Kearns to Piggott. Piggott with a shot. Oof. Great save by Galing. So we are going to make that change. I did say Bywater wasn't playing well. Mead's more of a defensive player. So we're going to deploy him as a defensive winger, hopefully just to seal out this game. Get us this well-deserved 3 points, I feel. Hopefully this is just going to peter out into the nothingness. Unless we grab another goal. Carr to Ramsey. To Mead. Mead in for Lippman. Lippman back to Mead. Oh, Preston with the save. And Lippman's got 2. Lippman has got 2. Not scored for hours and hours and hours and scores a brace in the game. He wanted to end that goal drought, and he has ended that goal drought emphatically. Keeper, not great. The keeper, not great. I complained about him earlier, but yeah. Palms it out, and Lippman, poacher that he is, pops it into the back of net. 3-1 Bromley. That is game over. That is the end, possibly at the end of the game. Lockyer to Mellor. Mellor forward to Bigot. If he scores a goal there, it's squeaky bum time, but it's not. That's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. I am a Blaze FM. Signing out. I'll bring you a game roughly in December next time. Thank you very, very much for watching. See you later. Bye bye.